Welcome in, guys. Hi, everyone. Welcome in. Hi, Woo. How are you, love? Hey, Jess, how are you? Oh shit, I thought you was gonna say the shore. I'm like, wait, you was at the beach today? Hi, Jasmine, how are you? Yeah, I'm trying to like figure out what I want for dinner today. I don't know what I want. I had breakfast this morning, but I haven't had anything else. Actually starting to get hungry now. Shit. Hey, AJ, how are you? Oh. What kind, Jess? Yo, I forgot I sent y'all the video of the ladybug. But it's so funny how, so I had asked my friend that's a reader to just pull on it. Like this was last week, and or it could have been like 2 weeks ago because I feel like I've been seeing them ladybugs for like a few weeks now. Damn, I don't even have what. What the heck? I'm so unprepared. I'm gonna have to I Chasm, I got you right now. I'm gonna have to go when I'm done to get some water. Um, whatever. I think it's been like it has to be like at least maybe like a month now, right? That I've been seeing those ladybugs. But um I told Jess, I told Jess, I said I have a pet ladybug. Hi everyone, welcome in. Paid readings are open. Hi Sarah, how are you? Make sure you guys like the stream. But it was so funny because yesterday, I mean, I've seen it. I saw it fly before, just once, but then it's always still. Like it's always literally, the other day it was on my bed and it was just still, so I plucked it off my bed. But then yesterday it was just like running on the ceiling. I was like, okay. Yeah, I was telling IJ and Jess, I had a fucking customer today on my Etsy shop. She was insane. Like you can make this up, like, you know, on Etsy. Like if you guys, I don't know if you guys have ever gotten readings on Etsy or like purchase anything. Well, with readings sometimes you'll get like a, you know, there's a little personalization box and it literally lists everything that you need to put. But not only that, the description says it. She's already giving me a hard time, this lady. So she ordered a channeled reading and I'm telling her, so she writes to me, she's like, can I just give you, can I just say past person? But I'm like, no, it's a channeled reading. I need the person's name or at least their initial, right? Mind y'all, it's on the personalization. It's on in the description. And then I'm also telling you this. She goes, sends me her name. She's like, and then she puts her name, and then she puts for him, she puts past acquaintance, and she's like, is that okay? And I tell her again, I said, as stated in the last message, I need something for him, a letter, whatever it is, because of the channel reading, so we can ensure that there's accurate, you know, we're in the accurate energy. She like, and I'm telling her, I'm like, you know, moving forward, like, the directions are on there. Like, there's no reason for me and you to be even having this message. And I was just, I don't care because you're holding up your own order. And not only that, like, it's all listed there what the reader needs. So why are you going back and forth with the reader? Y'all, it turned into some shit. So I reported her ass to I refunded her back and I was like, I am not like going to be reading on your disgusting energy. I did tell her that. I don't care. And it's not even reading is fun. Yeah, the reading is fundamental. But you know what? If I just told you, I told her twice, and then you still try to question that, she's gonna tell me no, you didn't. You didn't answer me, and I'm like, are you being serious? I started sending her screenshots. I'm like, and then she tells me she's sending like these long paragraphs like how, Etsy readers are, so difficult. It's so hard to understand the directions, and I literally told her, I said, okay, one thing is to not understand the directions, right? Like the description, and then you don't understand. You also don't understand what's in the description. But then you sent me a message, and I told you twice what I need, and so I was like, you know what? I don't know how much easier it can get. If that's not easy enough, then I actually don't. I honestly don't know how easier it can get for you. And that's what I told her. I was like, I'm gonna refund you back because I just refuse to be tapped into your energy. And then she was sending me all this shit. I didn't even get to send IG and just a screenshot, but like all these middle fingers. Because I told her, I was like, please stop writing to me because I've already reported you, and I don't want to have to report you for more harassment. And then so I'm telling her to stop writing. So what she was doing was she called me a gaslighter and a narcissist, and I had to laugh at that because I'm like, I'm telling her I'm gonna refund you back your money. Like that's it. I'm just refused. I was like, and please do not come back to my shop. I will never read for you again. She then tells me, she's like, she sends me this whole whatever, and then she's like, and I want a refund. I just told you I'm gonna give you a refund. I literally just told you I'm gonna give you a refund, right? So then when I tell her stop messaging me, she then writes to me, she's like, oh, you need to stop messaging me. I'm gonna report you. And I'm like, bro, you being the fucking gaslighter here. Like, you're being the fucking gaslighter. Yeah, that's how back and forth, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all. Like, it was like you were straight up gaslighting me. You're calling me a gaslighter. And she was like, she sent me this thing that said, "Fuck you, fuck off," because you're a fucking narcissist. And you know what? That's exactly what I was waiting for. Because once you get nasty like that, Etsy does, they will block them. I blocked her from my messages. She was still right. I'm like, and then she's like, from this moment forward, I'm not gonna respond to that. I'm like, yo, I'm telling you to leave me the fuck alone. Why are you still here? Y'all, it was I feel like I was in a twilight zone. And it's like come on, like the last two times that she got a reading, she did the same thing. And it's like, bro, like, come on, like, it's all there. Yeah, she fucked around and found out today. And then you know when somebody, this is how I look at it. You know when a customer and client, however you want to look at it, because even my hair stuff, I know when somebody is a difficult person because this is what they'll do. They'll be like, yeah, like, cause some hairstylists, like, once they start doing that and once they start complaining about every single hairstylist they've been to, I already know the problem is you. So she would do that stuff. She'd be like, oh, cause other readers and da da da. I'm like, nah, I told you I was gonna give you a refund, and you still got mad. And then I told her, I said, listen, I'm not trying to be rude. At first, I was being nice, so I was like, I'm not trying to be rude, but I can't go back and forth with you every time you place an order. It's either you're gonna send what's needed or you just don't send for a reading, because if you're not gonna send me what I need and I have to go back and forth with you to get it, I'd rather not. So moving forward, if you're not gonna complete the description box, in the description box, I will not be reading messages, okay? And that's when so then she tried to use that, and she said, you even said I'm not trying to be rude, that it was being rude. I'm like, you know what, whatever, like, it's no winning here. All right, what does H want to say to Jasmine? What does H want to say to Jasmine? Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, you guys can hear me. All right, Jasmine. So I'm having a hard time moving on from you. Yeah, a call came through. I just wanted to make sure because sometimes it does block the sound and sometimes it doesn't. All right, thank you, Sarah. We'll add you. What is? My emotions for you are running super deep. Okay, they're coming out fast. You are my person. This H one is saying. got a few. My ego always gets in the way. You are my muse. I hope the future will bring us together. I'll always love you. Right, you already knew that. I'm feeling very hopeless right now. That's that missing energy, yeah. You're my favorite. We both need time to heal. This could I feel like I'm getting a lot of like, you know what I'm getting like that past energy that's like there's still a little residue, but it's like fading out. That's what I'm getting from this spread. It's like he's and like letting you know how I could put it, how I was looking at my energy yesterday. I had one of my friends read, actually Dawn. Um and then one of my other friends too, because I did a reading for her, so that we just exchanged. And it's literally, it feels like, you know, when you're, how I look at it is like, so I'm in Philly. To get to Jersey is just a bridge, right? But there's a bunch of bridges. I could pick anyone, but there's one that's closer to me. So I'm looking at it as a bridge, like when you have to cross the bridge. So like he could be like in the, he's on the bridge. He hasn't fully crossed it. Shit, he hasn't fully crossed it, but he's on the bridge. So like from his past person, like letting go of like past stuff. He's on the bridge stuck in traffic. I'm focused on me right now. I want to grow old with you. Yeah, so like this is that energy like where he's like on the middle of the bridge stuck in traffic. But what I'm getting is like he's focused on him, but it's because of like wanting to come towards you with like better energy. Cause yeah, look, I don't want to be toxic anymore. Come and talk to me by Jodeci. Lately things happen difficult, and are you ready? So yeah, I feel like he's on the bridge. Like for me, I was like, damn, I finally crossed that bridge. Shit. Finally. Like just me in general, but like, you know, with what I've been doing. And I was like, I finally crossed it. So that's why I feel like he's on the bridge. So that is for you, Jasmine. And thank you so much. All right, IJ, you can post. Oh, I have bottles of water here. What the heck am I talking about? I just don't have ice, but I have bottles of water, so I'm good for now. Dawn gave me a really good reading the other night. I was like, yes, this is exactly what where I feel like it's at. It's exactly what I picked up on. All right, IJ, you can go ahead and post. Okay, what was on the person's mind when she made that move? Hold on, yeah, right. Yeah, you wasn't in there when I was on there the other day. All right, let's see for IJ. What was on her mind when she made that move? So IJ, you don't follow her at all, right? Hold on. Yo, what? Wait, why did she post that? Like, was it for motivational speaking or something? Cause remember, yo, do you remember a while back? I feel like maybe not that far back, but where I had said you and Nat would probably like do business together, like or like do certain like that, like motivational speaking together. Like there could be projects like that together. So I don't know why. I feel like, let me just get more. But you know what? I feel like your page, your Instagram is showing up it's showing up a lot on in their view. It's so it could be like your profile with like the people you may know, or I mean it could be that. It could also be like reels that are popping up on people's just like timelines. your post is showing up on their timelines. There's something that is showing up in there, and it's not just a few people. I feel like a lot of people. So it's almost feels like a lot of people are going to be seeing you. And I remember getting something like that. And this could be like one of those bridges that happen. You know, nothing is a coincidence. The Nine of Wands. What was on their mind? They made that move towards it. What was on their mind? The Four of Swords. Okay. The Queen of Swords. Yeah, you know what I'm getting? I'm literally, that's why that was coming up. All right, so she is showing up as someone very, I don't want to say serious, but someone who's very direct, someone who's like, so I'm all right, how I could put it is she's not someone that's like the other girls, like the freaking Aries, the other I think it's Capricorn. She's not like that group. The group that you've already known of, she's not one of those. She's actually like coming in as someone that's professional. Um Something about your account, I want to say it was specifically like that kind of stuff that you post, right? Um Oh, you did? Yeah, so there you go. But I feel like how she's coming in, she could be someone that kind of looks for people that are like, you know, she feels like are still young, because we're still young. Our age, we're still young. That for networking, because I'm getting like networking, like this is planning. The Nine of Wands to me is saying like you don't need to worry about like anything funny here, but she was intrigued by what she saw. Not just obviously the other post, but also with you. I will say that. But I don't know if she's like married or anything, but she is coming in as someone that's not here to like be sneaky or anything like that. Um, I want to get more. The Lovers. The Ace. Yo, I want to, hold on. Wait, has, and that, yo, I feel like Nat talked to her about you. I want to say for me, this is all about alignment. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm not getting the Lovers. I'm not getting like attraction or anything like that. Like not saying that she wasn't, but I'm not getting like that kind of stuff, right? Like I'm getting, this is all alignment. These are things and events Spirit is saying with this Fool and the Ace of Wands. These are events that are going to be continue to happen. Oh really? Oh shit. So this for me feels like, remember how I said networking? Okay, and I was literally was gonna say this. I feel like there was some, this is alignment, and it's crazy because with the Ace of Wands, I literally was gonna say, I was gonna ask you what kind of talk do they be having, because I mean I didn't look at her profile, because what I get is like she could be looking for masculine energy to motivational speak. Like I feel like she may know a lot of women, but she may be in search of more masculine energy, like men. And for some reason you popped up and she felt gravitated to that, because I'm getting like offers of new beginnings here, but not romantic, because I clarify with Spirit. I feel like she knows who you are with this King of Wands. Like I mean Queen of Swords, damn. Um she knows who you are, and I obviously who the only person she would know is through Nat. Um, clarify this. She has a plan. For me, the Four of Swords sometimes talks about a future plan. There's there's a plan here. Okay, and I feel like you're gonna know about it really soon. Show me the Four of Swords. What the fuck did I say? The Six of Pentacles. I feel like this is about like financial growth, IJ. Now, can I say that that's what her intentions was? No, but I feel like what this can definitely bring is financial growth. I'm telling you, this is about giving and receiving. This is charity work. This is again like give and take. Like I'm telling you, I feel like there could be something that comes out of this that's financial, that's gonna bring financial growth for you. I feel like new beginnings are here. I'm getting something. I want to say Nat told her. She may not have told her everything about you, but I do feel like she knows. Look, the Empress is here. Show me. Did Nat tell her? Does she know? The Sun. Why did she request him? Why did she follow him? Oh my God, yo, yeah. The Three of Pentacles. I'm telling you, it's about business. She's looking for business. I wouldn't necessarily say business partners, but it's about building together something. Not, and again, I'm not getting romance here because I feel like Nat is somehow involved, if that makes sense. Nat is definitely involved because she's the one that's here. And this could be, to be honest, IJ, this could be like a couple. Like you guys speaking from being a couple. Because for me, the Three of Pentacles, it's not something that's building fast. It's something that's building brick by brick. And, you know, brick by brick, you got to make sure the lines are aligned. And that's what I'm getting here. Like, it's about building brick by brick. And it does feel, because even when you look, it's, here goes like an structure or whatever. But then there's a man and a woman. So I feel like this could be about a couple. Like, talking from a couple's perspective. And I feel like this could be... You see? Yeah, and honestly, this could be like, for me, like with the Empress showing up here with the Sun, this could be like what, like parenthood. So this feels like something long term, but I think that when Nat told her about you, I feel like that this wasn't like a random that you popped up. This is something that feels more direct. There was direct communication about you specifically. So this for me feels another person that's observing. That's trying to see what's here and what's not. And this is someone, and I feel like almost like, it's almost like she got her sister's input, and then now she's getting almost like a professional input, if that makes sense to you. So yeah, Nat knows. All right, and I know you got a second question. I hope that gives you clarity. After I do gotta run down and grab some ice and water. I feel my throat dry. Yo, the family tree, now we got the professionals. Oh shit. So let's see. Well, could you want me to check like what's the plan here? I could check like to see what is the intention behind this. See if we get more information. Right. It's so funny how that's happening because that don't really happen. This is why I say, like, when it comes to like manifestation, forget the how. And I know that's hard because there's just shit that's gonna happen that you will be surprised. Because at least for me, I'm never gonna go and follow a guy that my friend is even date, like she's actually like seeing. um I'm not gonna go follow a guy that she's just interested in. So this is how it's playing out for you, IJ. But that's a good thing because you're seeing things play out for you. It's just, that's why I say, like, you just never know how it's gonna play out. You just cannot think of the how, because this is probably the easiest path for you. That's what it is, the easiest path. um all right, what is the plan here with Nat and her friend? Give us more insight on that. Yo, do you see what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's, I'm gonna tell you something. When I was in college, my computer teacher said, I'm letting you guys know now, there is, like, he was giving us like all this info. He's the one that I learned a lot about finances too. Because that's how he would teach, like, like the computer class. He gave a lot of, he used to give so much knowledge. But I remember, like, the first day when he was introducing and he was like giving us our, curriculum stuff or whatever, he literally said, and I'm letting y'all know now, there is such a thing as a stupid question. There is. Meaning, don't ask me some shit that you already know. Or don't ask me some shit that you already have the information on. Go look for it. And I was like, and ever since that, I was like, oh my God, like, I felt like he was my hero. Because I'm like, yo, I've always felt that way. Like, there is such a thing as a stupid ass question. And I feel like some people act delusional purposely. That's like when I one time got an order. The girl wanted love. She ordered, it literally says, love messages from your person. She orders it, and I do her order. Spirit always knows though, right? So Spirit always knows. She puts the initial of the. Did she put the initial of the person? No, she didn't. She just. I didn't really. I'm like, she just put, as long as it's from your person, Spirit knows. So that's how I read it. I was like, from her person. This is before I knew how to really do the whole personalization stuff. That's what it was. Messages from her person. When I send them to her, you know what she tells me? She's like, oh my God, I feel like you picked up on my ex because, and not my mom. And I was like, why would you, why would you, why would you order this for your mom? When it all over it says, like, even in the description, it's about romantic connections, whether it's past, present, future. Like, I was fabric, but I'm like, good thing that I did not say the name, because that's what it was. I didn't, I just said from her person. But I was just like, bro, like, come on. Come the fuck on. And I'm not trying to be funny, but why you want messages from your mom? Unless you're getting like a mediumship reading. All right, let's see. For IJ, what is going on here? What is the whole purpose of this with Nat and this? What is Nat's plan with IJ? What are her intentions with this? The King of Pentacles, the Six of Cups. Yeah, this is financial stuff. This is like, I'm telling you, there's a plan of stability here. This could be some, I don't know if you and her ever talked about something, or you brought something up to her that kind of like, she's been remembering stuff, IJ. And remember how I said that, yo, I just gave you a reading the other day, I think it was, where I said she felt like a moment passed. Something she thought of, something you told her, and I couldn't remember. I felt like it was like a DM, something you brought up to her that she felt like, damn, I can't even like respond to that now because the moment passed. I want to say this is kind of reminding me of that reading for some reason. There's something, a conversation that you and her had in the past, something you brought up, and this could be like a year ago, 2 years ago, that she never really put a lot of thought into it, and for some reason that's coming up for her now. It does have to do with stability financially. It does have to do with like, this for me feels like home stability, because also the Six of Cups is a card of feeling at home. Oh my god, so much stuff has been unfolding with her now. Let's see. Yeah, like the sun. This is like, this is all like, you're gonna get some type of news from her. I don't feel like now, but it's gonna come up. This is about an accomplishment. This is like good news, positive, a positive outcome. It's something fun and enjoyable that you guys are gonna enjoy together. So for me, again, like the sun is like, I don't know why I keep getting the energy. It's like you guys doing a project together. There's something you guys are going to be doing together. I do feel like she is having her get a feel for you too, but not in a weird way either. That was too many cards. But I got the Fool again. The Empress. She's coming up as the Empress again. The Wheel of Fortune, which is a good fortune card. Oh my god, IJ, the freaking Lovers. It's a project that you guys are gonna work on together. She has a plan for you guys. There's a plan for you guys to work together. This feels like a project you're gonna work together. It's gonna bring good fortune. It's gonna bring stability. It's gonna bring change, and I feel like the not Nat, the lady. I don't want to. I feel like when I call somebody a lady, she sounds so old. She's not, but the other woman, Nat's friend. Well, I'm gonna say Nat's friend. Um, she could be this Empress here, right? And I feel like for me, the Empress is all about growth. You know, she plants a seed and she brings it to life, right? She gives birth to life. She nurtures. She, I feel like she knows everything and anything that's going on. And I feel like it is for the growth of the connection on a deeper level. So I feel like Nat is definitely like, her plans are definitely looking more ahead, more towards the future, while still being present in the current moment. Because I feel like, yeah, she doesn't want to miss out another opportunity, because again, I get that energy. Something you guys talked about, something, I want to say it was something specifically that you brought up to her about a wish, a dream, like something that you even maybe said like, I would like to do something like that. It's been sticking out to her, and this could be happening a lot for her lately, IJ, and coming up, where she's going to be in this place where she's going to be remembering a lot of little things that you told her, that it's going to come to the forefront now, where before she may have, obviously she heard you or she read it, but she may not have, like, how can I say it, put it away. Like she may have not, like, you know what, let me take a note of this, but in a way she did, because she's remembering. So a lot of conversations that you guys have had in the past, they're coming up for her, and she's remembering a lot of little, you know how like when you, there's people like in relationships, or even when you're getting to know someone, where you pick up on every little detail of like things they like, maybe like, common interests, or like stuff that they enjoy, like their favorite perfume, or their favorite show, or like their favorite candy. That's, it feels like what's happening with Nat, is like a lot of the stuff that you guys have talked about in the past are coming up now. And how this woman is here is she's gonna be helping the connection. She's here to help the connection. However that is, spirit is not revealing 100%, but I do feel like it's for the better. It's gonna be good. It's for more alignment for you guys and more growth here. Oh my God, look, the Three of Pentacles. Again, you're getting the same cards. The Three of Pentacles with the Two of Cups. Yeah, this is about the connection. So this is about something that you guys will be working on together, IJ, is gonna happen in the future, but there will be involvement of her. Like, she will be involved to a certain extent. So this could be, like I said, like a couple's, like you guys speaking as a couple, like maybe like a, I'm using a podcast just because that's popular right now. Like going on her podcast and, like, you know, talking about your relationship. How is it being married? How was it dating? How did you guys get to know each other? Like stuff like that is what I'm getting. It could be that, or it just could be a different kind of project that you guys work on together. But it does feel like it is going to bring alignment to the connection. Oh, my toe hurts. All right, that's what I have for you, IJ. I hope that was helpful. I got really good energy here. She's actually a lot more open, I want to say, like emotionally, a lot. And this is why I get, like, she could possibly be getting like a professional viewpoint of like what she picks up with you, because she is more open. And I believe I had said that. Oh my God, yeah, remember that reading where you asked about how her friends and family will feel about you, or like her friends, and I was like, some will be a little more reserved, others will be a lot like more open right away. That's literally what I'm seeing here. Like her sister, I of course she's closer to her. Obviously, that's her sister, so she's gonna be a little bit more reserved, even though she's open. Where this one seems a lot more open, but I think it's because she's using her professional hat, is what I was saying. So that is what I have for you, IJ. Guys, I'll be right back. Let me go grab some ice and water. Alrighty, I'm back. Gonna be tooting tonight. um Alright, I'm back, guys. Sarah, let me know if you're here. I'm opening up PayPal. Come on, PayPal. Sarah, you might have to, let me see. Yeah, you're gonna have to post your, oh wait, let me see. Okay, I got it. Never mind. It was not opening up, but it did. Alright, so let's see. Send me a date tomorrow as for my birthday. And then somewhere locally for wine tasting. How will the day go? Alright, let's see. The Four of Pentacles. The Six of Wands. The Four of Cups. Are you going with like friends, like close friends? Because I'm getting like whoever you're with, you're like close to them. The only thing I'm seeing, because you're gonna have a good time. I have the Six of Wands, so this is like fun, having a good time, possibly even getting like attention from like outsiders, getting even compliments from like whoever you're with, if it's friends, family. But I feel like with the Four of Cups, you may feel like something, like emotionally something is missing. Show me the Four of Cups. Yeah, like the Sun in the reverse. You're gonna, you know what I'm getting? I feel like you're gonna have a good time, but your mind may be like you're there, but your mind is not, is what I'm getting. Like you're there physically, but your mind is not. And there feels like something is missing for you. Like you're having a good time, but at the same time, like something is missing. Show me the Sun. The Justice. I feel like that energy will balance out like as the day goes on. Oh. Wait, I want to see if that's what's missing. Hold on. I want to clarify. Is this, because I'm getting your, this is, the balance does come in. So if you're worried about that now, this could be, I want to see, is this now? Is this now? Or is this tomorrow? That's too many. Shit. All right, no, I think this is tomorrow. So I feel like tomorrow, again, I feel like you're gonna, I feel like, yeah, like something is gonna feel like it's missing for you. I don't know if it's like, you'll eventually, the energy eventually balances out because, um, because the justice is here, so it's all about balance and clarity. But I do feel like there could be moments that you feel a little bit like, I'm gonna just say stuck in your mind. And this could be like thinking about someone, contemplating on a situation that at some point brought you happiness, and for some reason somebody's gonna be on your mind. I feel like someone's gonna be on your mind. There could be like a little wishful thinking, like wishing that person was there. Um, Wait, he texted me this morning, so a little. Wait, who did? Tell me more. The Ten of Swords with the King of Wands. Is this B? Oh, your cousin. Okay. Well, somebody's gonna be on your mind tomorrow, and it is someone you ended the connection with. And you know what I'm getting? You may feel this person's energy. You may feel this person's energy, like you may be feeling, and I think that's what it's gonna be. I feel like this person is thinking about you so much that you literally start to feel his energy. Show me more. Like the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. You coming out with the Queen of. You know what? I feel like you may hear from him, or you may just pick up on his energy may be in on you heavy tomorrow. But what I'm getting, you're showing up with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, so you're kind of like setting boundaries to me. Like, the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, she could be like very selfish, very she's like, F that, like I'm focused on me. So I feel like at some point in your day he's gonna cross your mind, and maybe or you start to feel his energy, and maybe that puts you in a little bit of a rut, because I see you having a good time. It's just something, a thought of something, or an energy of something makes you feel like there's something incomplete here. Show me more. The Hangman. Oh my god, why am I getting so much stuck energy here? Show me the Hangman. Hi Claudia. Okay, no problem, thank you. Show me the Show me the Hangman. All right, thank you, Claudia. You'll be added. The Page of Cups. Girl, why do I feel like you may hear from him? There's just this stuck energy when it comes to something outside. Like, I don't know, it's not outside, within you, that feels kind of stuck. It's like you're having a good time, but then it's like this is so heavy on your mind, and I feel like you may hear from him. Um, yeah. One second. Yeah, there's something with him, but I want to pull on your day, because I just feel like he hijacked this, and you might hear from him. You know what? I'm gonna do your in depth on him, and then I'll come back to like how your day is gonna go, and then go to the other guy's energy. I don't want to do both of their energies back to back, so I'll do that. I'm gonna. This is aborted mission. All right. What is B's energy towards Sarah? What is B's energy towards Sarah? Because I just felt like, I'm like, why is her day so, like, at first it felt light, but then it started to feel like, I'm like, she's not gonna have her day focused on him. Let's see. What is B's current energy towards Sarah? Come on. The Fool. The Justice. Girl, I'm telling you, this guy, he wants to come in with some type of clarity. And this is why he's already like thinking about coming in with some type of clarity, wanting to speak like his truth for some reason. He feels like you didn't give him a chance to, especially saying like explain himself or say his side, or he didn't feel like he could at the time, but wanting to heal the connection with you. He feel like he's coming in as having faith that you guys can start things over, because the Fool, the Justice, the Star, those are major arcanas. Yeah, look, coming in more emotionally balanced and open, more emotionally mature. And I feel like, yeah, he wants to heal the connection when it comes to you. He wants to kind of speak his own truth. He feels like he feels like you misjudged him, which I don't feel like you did, because actions, his actions have been, you know, a little mid. So, you were both upset. Oh, so do you feel like you guys weren't really like getting through to one another? Because I'm getting that from him. Like, he feels like he was misunderstood, and it's just like he couldn't say what he wanted to say. Almost like if he was, how do you say that? Not attacked, but more so like, I don't know how to say this. I don't like I'm getting like tape on the mouth. Um, oh my God. Wait, did you specifically use the word mid? Because I never used that word. That's funny. Mmm. That explains that. 'Cause I'm telling you, I feel like he literally felt like shit. Like, I couldn't even say anything. Like, when somebody kind of like puts a wall up, like they cuss you out, and then now they put a wall up, and now you're like, what do I say? I can't say shit. Dark stuff to people who's never done anything. Wait, who are you? What, Jessica? Um, I see Jessica thinks it's funny to harass people and think it's okay for them to try to send dark stuff to people who's never done anything to them, and then also have other people follow me, and people always know where. Who are you talking about? I I want to block them, but I actually want to know what the heck they're talking about. I know they're not talking about you. I'm sorry, um, Sarah, but yeah, I was getting that from him. Like, he felt like he couldn't express himself. Like, he was like, "Oh shit." No, I didn't. But that's how. Oh, okay, okay. That's how you. You don't. I want to see who this is. Yeah, I want to see. I know. I want to see who this is. Like, who are you talking about? I know she's not talking about my Jess, but You shouldn't come into somebody's channel either with that kind of dark like energy either. You're coming in here with heavy energy, just writing stuff, um and it's kind of insane to me because you're saying people are doing stuff to you, but like why would you come into my channel with that energy? Yeah, I don't know who that is. We could block them. We could block them. Hold on, I want to see one more thing. Just don't block it yet. I want to see one more thing. I don't know who the fuck that is. All right, we could block them. Uh, just do you could, yeah, you could block them. And I just reported them. Yeah, I don't know who the heck she's talking about. She or he, I don't know who the hell that is. Um, oh, you couldn't see them? Yeah, that's weird. Show me more. So yeah, that's he felt like he couldn't say what he wanted to say. He just felt like again attacked. But now he was like, oh shit, I what do I like? He was just like, what the heck? So now he feels like he still has hope that he could come in and heal things. Um, all these major arcanas, the Judgment, the Six of Swords, the Three of Girl. The main energy on his mind is changing things with you, moving into calmer waters. To me, the Judgment, you know what, I feel like in that moment he felt like, oh shit, but I feel like after he has some time to think things through and like, the dust kind of settled a little bit. For me, the Judgment is showing that he's now aware that of how you feel, but also seeing that, you know what, I am not as consistent as I should be, or at least showing her that. So how he feels is like he's not showing you how how much you truly mean to him, or much um how he feels about you, right? He's not showing it in action, and he's like, I'm saying it, I keep saying it, and this is what the Three of Pentacles for me is. Feels like I'm talking, but I'm not putting the work in, and I feel like he knows that what he's doing is messed up. Show me more. You remember that one time someone kept making random accounts and kept coming in? Oh my god, that was so random though. Like that was crazy. Yeah, like the moon. To me, this is again, he was in a place where he wasn't fully sharing with you everything. And when I say sharing with you, meaning he was talking but he wasn't showing. And I feel like the moon is showing that like there's deeper emotions and feelings here than he maybe allowed himself to explore. And I feel like there is a sense of regret because we have the Judgment there. So it's like now his energy, like I feel like he'll take it if you curse him out again. Show me more. The Wheel of Fortune, all these major arcanas. Oh my god, girl, he has so much regret for holding back. The Seven of Wands is telling me like, yo, he has a lot of regret for holding back. He feels like, what the fuck? Like, I wish I would have said more. Like, I wish I would have poured more into this. But he felt challenged. Like, it was a challenge for him to open up. It was a challenge for him to really show up the way that he wanted to. So it's like, and I got this with someone, no, this was in a private reading yesterday or the day before, where I said, it's like his mind and his heart were telling him to do something, and like he has these feelings, this is what he wants to do. Wait, what the fuck just happened? Like, that is not, I wanted to do this, but instead I did that. And it's just, I feel like this could have been just because of stuff that has happened to him. he was almost, I want to say, like, double-minded. So it's like, again, like, his heart and mind are deciding, this is what we're gonna do, this is what I'm gonna do, this is what I want. The Ten of Cups, this is the whole reason why I feel like you guys reconnected. And again, we have the wifey card here. But I feel like the actions were just not coming. And I don't even think he understood why. It wasn't a thing where he was just like, I'm gonna love bomb her. I don't feel like that's what, I really don't feel like that's what it was. I feel like it's just, it's almost unexplainable to him why this was happening. Yeah, look, he was guarded. He was guarded. I feel like now he may be a little tiny bit guarded because of like how you came off. But I feel like he's willing to try. Yeah, look, the Four Wands. I feel like you guys are going to reconcile at some point, or at least he wants change. Because I'm getting that with the Nine of Wands and the Tower. Like, I'm getting like, I want to reconcile. I want to come back to this. It's just something that's going to happen. And I think that this may have been like the Tower moment, I feel like was you letting him have it, to be honest. I feel like that was the Tower moment for him, because I think that, I feel like with him, he felt like he could just prolong something too. So it's like, I want to take these actions, but I just don't know if I'm ready. So show me the Tower. Yeah, look, the High Priestess. That put him in a place of like thinking, needing to listen to his inner voice, like leaning, like, so how I can see him right now, he's leaning more towards his intuition, his inner voice, instead of like outer inner fears, not outer fears, inner fears. So yeah, I feel like you're gonna hear from him. All right, let's see, how is Sarah's day gonna go? We had a lot of major arcana, so I feel like this is a thing, like the connection is still very powerful. It hasn't died down, like the energy between you and him. And I was saying this to someone the other day, I'm like, if I ever get energy that just, where I see that there's literally no connection there, I tell people, because there's no reason to lie. And I will tell y'all if I feel like the person does not give a damn, because I've gotten readings like that, y'all, where literally like the person does not care. They're like, I don't care how that, like, they literally come in as does not care how the person is feeling. And then, so I know the difference. And for him, it's like there is care, there's love there, and the connection is still very much alive. It's still very much alive. All right, let's see. How are things gonna go tomorrow for Sarah? Let's see. With her celebrations, how are things gonna go? How is her day gonna go? Yeah, I've gotten people that I swear, y'all, like, I just be like, it doesn't happen often, but it has happened where I'm like, this person does not care. Like, I don't like to give advice like that, but I will tell them, like, this, I would let this go, because they don't care that they hurt you. They don't care that you found out there's at their party. They just don't care. All right, let's see. How is Sarah's day gonna go tomorrow? Yeah, they don't align, and that's what I feel like he has a hard time understanding why. The Hangman, the Knight of Wands, the Hierophant. So I feel like you're still gonna be in your head a little bit, but not. I want to say, I feel like this feels more way lighter. I feel like you're going to be having fun. Again, we got the Knight of Wands. You're enjoying your time. Like I said, getting attention, feeling loved. I feel like the Eight of Wands is here. Wait, it came out with the Eight of Swords, but the Eight of Swords was on top. Whatever is on your mind, you're going to let go of it. Because I get with the Hangman, you know what I'm getting with that is like, I do feel like something, it is still showing me something's gonna feel like it's missing, but I feel with the Hangman here and the Eight of Wands, you're gonna be at a place of like, you know what, I could feel this way, I could think about this way, but I want to enjoy my time. So even if, like, let's just say, I don't know, like people flake, or like, you know, or like people, you know, there's sometimes little things happen. Like, I'm just using an example. We decided to take an Uber, and now our Uber is stuck. Now we had to wait for another Uber. Like, it's like, I feel like little minor, like something minor can happen, and you're like, you know what? It's all right. I'm still gonna have a good time. So I'm getting that, definitely that energy where you're gonna be like, you know what, I could either sit here and be pessimistic and be upset, or let me just go enjoy my time. I see a lot of conversations being had. The Ten of Cups is here, so you're definitely feeling the love, you're feeling blissful, you're feeling in harmony, emotionally fulfilled. I feel like too, show me, you the other day, what with what, Jess? Oh, my arm feels like I worked out. Look, in your element. This makes sense to me now. I'm like, this feels better. You may be in your head about something, but I feel like it's gonna be something minor that happens that you're just like, again, like, let's just say you stub your toe, like, or you spill your coffee on yourself in the morning. You're gonna choose to have a good day. Oh my God, right, Jess? Yeah, you were stuck. You're gonna choose to have a good day, or, you know, because you're like, yeah, no, I'm just not gonna do that. Like, we're not gonna have an awful day. So I definitely see like very good energy here. You're gonna feel very happy. There's a rainbow in this spread. I feel like, I don't know why I'm getting this. I don't know what the weather is gonna be like, but this could be like even rain. Like, I'm gonna give you two things that I'm getting with this. Now, there could be actual rain that happens, but then it goes away and you're gonna see a rainbow. Or this is literally like, you're gonna see things as that, like, after, you know, after it rains and pours, then comes the rainbow. So like, kind of seeing again life on a more positive perspective. It is, oh my God, I can't make that up. I was like, wait, I'm getting rain. For some reason, the rainbow on this card, and I've seen it, but it just stood out to me. So you're gonna probably see a rainbow. And I wanna say, I feel like you're gonna see it. So I'm gonna say, when you see the rainbow, I feel like that's kind of like, girl, I don't know if you believe in this, but I'm getting, if you do see a rainbow, or when you see a rainbow, um, I'm getting like that's a sign of your father. I don't know if like, I feel like anytime you see a rainbow, like after it rains specifically, or like, cause sometimes I feel like I've seen a hint of a rainbow even even when it has not rained. If you see a rainbow in the sky, that's what I want to be. It feels more specific in the sky. I feel like that's kind of like your wink from him. You have, yeah, that kind of just made my chest like feel like a little. That's what was like. I couldn't even say it, but I want to say, I don't know why the rainbows, but the rainbow sign is literally, I feel like spirit is saying like the rainbows are significant um for him. But yeah, I feel like that's his, that whenever you see them in the sky, that's like his wink. Um I feel like even if you see them in the stores, but for some reason I'm getting like, you know, when you see the rainbow, you have to like, it's, you know, when you see the rainbows in the sky, sometimes they'll be super bright and sometimes they're just like faded out. Yeah, those are your signs from him. Like your wings. I'm gonna call them wings. Anything else for Sarah? But you got the same card from earlier. But you got the Justice, the World, and the Emperor. Girl, I feel like you're gonna, the justice card for me, definitely balance energy. I want to say this is coming later on because I have it in the outcome. You have somebody coming towards you. A change in your, I want to say a change in your romantic life is coming. Um, and I want to say for some reason I feel like there's, the rainbows are connected to you, your dad, and your love life. So, and look, because we even have kind of a rainbow here. We do actually do have one here. So there's, I want to say like if you're seeing rainbows, I'm gonna say assume that love is literally about to knock on your door. Good healthy love. Can I make stuff up like this, because the temperance is a card of balance, healthiness, or like, you know, things that are, yeah, things that are healed. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles, stability. I want to say that, yeah, I feel like just for some reason I feel like, and someone on this channel actually said this, and I literally watched someone the other day, or who was, no, Carrie Hilson, just this morning with Angie Martinez, where she said like she knows certain things that are happening in her life is her dad. Like she's like, it's like he's in a different realm, right? Because he passed away, but she feels him even closer. And there's things that have been aligning for her where she's like that he wouldn't be have been able to help her from this side, but he's doing it from that side. And I had someone on the channel too where she said when her mom passed away, like all her and all of her siblings literally started finding love. So I feel like um he's definitely helping you. He's helping you from that side. He's gonna bring someone to you. He's bringing someone to you. Exactly. He has more access, and he, listen, that's why when I tell people, and I got chills saying that, like when I say things are working out in your favor in the background, I used to say that even with God. Like I used to feel like God is working behind the scenes. That's how like I manifestation too. Things are working out in your in the background. We're not seeing it, so we start to be like, oh my God, like it's not happening, but it really is. All right, let me go to your next question. You're welcome. Yeah, I feel like when you start seeing those rainbows frequently, and that's why I feel like when you see them in the sky, that's definitely his wink, like letting you know he's there. But I want to say, like, even if you see them randomly, like where you start to see them a lot, I feel like that's your, you could connect your love life to those rainbows. And I don't know what rainbows mean to, in love life right now, but I would just look it up. Um, But yeah, I feel like that was gonna be a symbol for you. All right, let me go to your next question. What will chemistry be like between Davis and I? Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. When she said, and I'm like, people don't get it. Like people, I'm like, I love when I hear stuff like that. When I saw Carrie Hilson say that earlier today, I was like, I love when I run into stuff like that, because sometimes I be feeling crazy when I talk to people, and not with you guys, because I mean you're in here getting tarot readings, so can't be the ass crazy, but when I talk to like some of my friends and family about certain things, it's like they're not getting it, and I'm like, but it's clear to me, but I'm like, I feel like they're looking at me like I'm crazy. But then as time goes on, then they be like, oh shit, you did say this. I'm like, yeah, I said that like months ago. All right, let's see, how would their chemistry be? What would their chemistry be like with Sarah and Davis? The moon, it fell sideways, so I'm not gonna take it. The Nine of Swords. Okay. The Hangman. Yeah, she is very spiritual, and I forgot that. There's, you know who else is too, like Big Sean. Big Sean, I watched one of his interviews before, and I was so intrigued. I was like, no wonder he's with Janae, because she's very spiritual. And the Two of Cups. I feel like chemistry is gonna feel good. Is he at a distance? Because you know what I'm getting? There could be a little bit of uncertainty here because of the distance. The Two of Cups tells me that you guys are gonna definitely feel the chemistry, especially physically, and I want to say emotionally. The Six of Pentacles, the Page of Cups. Yeah, Big Sean talked about, I think his mom or his aunt gifted him a book about manifestations when he was a kid. It's something like that. I watched that interview like years ago. I think I was still like, I still knew about like law of attraction. Oh, maybe like 30 minutes. Okay, so I feel like there could be a little bit of uncertainty in the beginning, or like I feel like initially, but the chemistry is definitely there. Show me more on this. The Lovers and the Queen of, so yeah, this feels to me like a connection that can definitely grow the more you invest in it, because the Six of Pentacles for me is like equal give and take, and you're getting partnership cards here, right? Like the Lovers card, so very much in alignment. It's something that can grow into something very emotionally fulfilling, where you're gonna feel more in your feminine side, more emotionally awakened. You feel like you're more tapped into your intuition. I think, you know what, I want to see. Show me the Page of Cups. You know what I feel like it's going to be with him? He may not, I don't know if he knows how to initiate too much. Show me the Ten of Cups. I mean, the Ten of Swords. Or he doesn't have experience. The Magician. He will come out of that. I just think maybe initially you're going to maybe side-eye it, because I feel like he may not have a lot of experience, but I feel like he will grow into that. And not that you'll have to teach him. I feel like he's naturally gonna grow into being more in his masculine, and like more in a leadership role. So I feel like if he may not have been too, how do I say it? Like having to take the lead too much, or like this feel almost like when I don't want to say a kid, but when somebody is just learning how to date, like even, or I could say, even put it like this: someone that's been married for years, and then suddenly they're going through a divorce, and now they're deciding, like a year or two later, they're deciding to like date, and he's kind of like inexperienced in that. That's what I like, a little inexperienced, but I feel like on his own he will break out of that. So like that cycle, I don't want to call it a cycle, but like that, yeah, I would just say cycle, that initial phase will, it'll die. It'll die. Anything else she needs to know? You said you're always so tapped into. I know, it's so crazy. Sometimes I'd be like, what the heck? Sometimes I surprise myself. I'm not even gonna lie, because sometimes I'm seeing what spirit is saying, but I'm like, are you sure? Like, that's what you want me to say? But I just say what they tell me, because I feel like sometimes, even if it doesn't make sense right then and there, it always does. All right, we got the Four of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. Girl, I get couples vibes. Like, yeah, I get couples vibes. You see, like he grows into that leadership role. So I feel like he may just be a little inexperienced right now with the Page of Cups and you showing up as the Queen of Cups. But I feel like he will, I feel like it's maybe like he's been single for a while, so he's like, I haven't really dated, like what the fuck do I do? And but be the one to lead. Why is the Five of Cups here? Why is the Five of Cups here? The Five of Swords. Okay, what is this? The Ace of Pentacles. Show me one more. The Knight of Wands. Girl, you know what I'm getting with this? Somebody is... I feel like someone's going to try to come in. Is this a past? I just want to see. Is this a past person? The High Priestess. The Queen of Wands. I feel like it's someone from your past coming in. Could be like a fire sign. But I feel like you're rejecting that offer. Someone from your past is coming in, but I feel like they're going to come in a night energy and you're just going to follow your intuition. I feel like it's someone that you had wanted something more serious with, but you're going to choose to like walk away. He's a Leo. Okay. Yeah, because you and him are showing up as the pair. So he's your pair. But you have someone from your past that's going to show up. They're going to act like they're offering you something, but they go back to being a knight. So I feel like you just decide like, nope. I feel like if this guy is things are going good, yeah, you're leaving your past behind. So that's what I had for you. And thank you, Sarah. Jess, we could close the donations. Well, the paid readings. Because I'm gonna come back on later. Oh, he is? That's good. That's really good, Sarah. You know, some people, they don't care. All right, I got you right now, Jess. Oh, that's cute. No, Natty, I'm closed right now. I'll be back on later. I literally just closed them too. How is she gonna feel? Girl, you're gonna have him in his head. The Hangman with the Five of Swords. I don't get like bad, but it's like like that sense of like, fuck, man. Like, damn, I fucked this up. Like, yeah. Girl, the Judgment. Regrets. Regrets. I feel like you're gonna have him in regrets. Like, overthinking. He's gonna be like, but what I like about the Judgment is like he has regrets and he's like, you know what? I feel like you know what I'm getting, just I don't think he's ever forgiven himself. Like the Ace of Wands, forgiven himself for like maybe how he treated you. And I want to say like that, seeing that stuffy is going to heal that part of him. Girl, that's exactly what it is. Exactly what it is. Because I feel like the fact that you still have it, he knows that there is sentimental value there, right? So I feel like a part of him has not forgiven himself for how he handled things. He still wants your like he's still going to ask you for forgiveness, right? But it's like he has to forgive himself, and I think that this is maybe like a wake up call for him, where it's like I have to forgive myself because it looks like she has too, although I'm still gonna ask her for forgiveness. And I feel like the Ace of Wands being here is like his way of coming towards you with some type of action. Or I feel like how I can say how, because we're talking about him. I mean, yeah, it kind of lights a fire for him that he feels comfortable taking action, but also for him, now he's gonna lean more towards like moving on from letting go of like the regrets and letting go of the, you know, the fears, but more so like forgiving himself in order so that he can feel at ease coming towards you. Because I feel like it makes him feel at ease. The Seven of Pentacles is here, so I feel like he is going to be looking at this little thing for a minute. He's gonna take a screenshot, he's gonna zoom in, he's gonna spend a lot of time reviewing this picture. Look, the King of Pentacles with the Nine of Cups. I'm telling you, I feel like it's gonna heal a huge part of him. And I feel like he's at a place where he feels like he can now move forward, and just trust that things are gonna work out, and feeling more stable. And I want to say emotionally, I'm also getting it's gonna make him feel proud. You know, it gives him a little boost of like ego, but not in a egocentric way, but almost like she still has that stuffy. Like it gives him a little, you know, pat on the back type of energy, like feeling more blissful, feeling more happy. And he's looking at you as very nurturing and loving, and he's just, I feel like that's where the regret comes in, because he's like, damn, um like damn, I should have done better. I should have done better. And because she is a better person than, and she deserves better. Anything else? The Five of Wands. Clarify. Girl, you know what I feel? Yeah, it's gonna heal part of him for sure. It's gonna heal part of him. But not only that, he's saying that I feel like he's saying, like, how do you say that? Like, okay, if she still has it, there's no competition. So it gives him clarity. And with the Temperance, I'm getting, again, a healing energy. So more than anything, I feel like it's going to heal a part of him. Here you go, wifey. And he's definitely looking forward to, it's a shift. It's, remember how I said, yo, and it's crazy because didn't I give you a reading with something with like you were gonna feel healing? And I feel like his is happening with that. Yours is gonna happen. Your shift is gonna happen with that concert. And which I'm not surprised, because remember, you guys are intertwined. So it's like the same things are happening in separate ways. So that makes sense to me. I'm trying to think if I get I'm not getting anything else. But this makes sense to me because I feel like it's definitely going to heal a part of him, and a part where he's been way too. This is the thing. Things happen, and I feel like I'm sure what he did was fucked up. I know that you felt terrible, but I also feel like maybe he's been way too hard on himself. And maybe he deserved that, right? Because maybe he's done this before or whatever. But I feel like it is time to let it go. Like it is time to, like, you know, accept things for what it was, and more so him, because I feel like you're already past that, and just heal, like he move on from it. And I think that this is a part of him that he still held on to, more so disappointment within himself and not you. All right, so that is for you, Jess. I'll be back later, Jess, if you want like messages or another question or whatever. I'll be back later. Look, the Ten of Cups. This is like remorse for me. I feel like he's had remorse for sure. But it's going to heal that part of him. So that's a good thing. All right, Claudia, are you here? You can go ahead and post. I was in emotional trenches. We made it through. I know. I wish we would have known each other at that time because I probably needed you then too. Then again, you know what? I probably would have been focused on my ex. All right, I got you. Give me 1 second. What the fuck is going on here? All right, let's see. Didn't realize what post. Yeah, no, it was your turn. Yeah, I asked you to post. Let's see. What do you want her to know, Spirit? What do you want her to know about all the gossip that was created about her at work? Some point I took where I felt they were completely delusional. They were completely. I'm like I'm no longer there. Right. Wait, just it was a rough summer. The only good thing was the Barbie. I went, oh my god, girl. Oh, Jess. Let's see for Claudia. What do you want her to know? What do you want to tell her about this? The Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles been coming out a lot today. The Hierophant reverse. I feel like they're wanting to move on from it. Show me more. I feel like I don't know if you felt or like if you had, I don't know if you had been told to like leave this place a lot sooner than you left it. Maybe Spirit was like nudging you for a while and you were not listening to calling. Like they wanted you to leave for a while. You had already outgrown it. So it feels like, it almost feels like, yeah, you prolonged, yeah, the Five of Cups with the Three of Wands. You prolonged almost like, I don't want to see the problems, but in essence, yeah. It just feels like they had other plans for you, but you were not open to it, or you were not receptive to the point. You were kind of just waiting on something to happen when they were like, we need you to just go. Like, just take a step. Don't wait. It's coming, but like start creating it too. So I feel like right now how they're saying is like you have so much good that's come. Like it's like move on. I want to say move on. I feel like at some point it may have felt like it was a place where you could have been there you wanted to be there for a while. But I also feel like why they're saying move on is because you have other good things coming up. So it's almost like you learned your lesson, just let it go. Don't keep revisiting it. They don't want you to keep revisiting it. It's almost like, I don't like to say like stalling your progress, but it could if you continue to unpack over there, right? Like for me, this is how I look at life. The past is the past. It'll the only thing that the past no longer exists, right? The only thing that exists is the memory of it. What exists right now is the current moment, like what you're living your day to day, where and then the future still doesn't exist either because we're living in today. So I feel like stop looking at the past because it's just the memory of it. So don't keep bringing it up to your forefront because it's just time to let it go. Like, don't touch it. Like, you see, it almost looks like the cups are hot and she's like, I'm not touching that shit. Like, somebody, you know, when you go to a restaurant, they say the plate is hot, but you still touching, you're like, fuck. That's what I'm getting. Like, they didn't want you to touch it anymore. I wanted to get out, but was too, oh, yeah, yeah. But I just need time to heal. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, look, Seven of Pentacles. This is about all about planting your seeds for the future. So again, that energy of like the past is gone, it no longer exists. Is now time for you to like decide what do you want out of the future? Like what do you want out of life? Like what do you want to ask the universe for? Because they're willing to give you whatever you want. The Seven of Pentacles, there's Seven Pentacles there. So you have a lot of options. Like just decide, let them know, and they'll bring it to you. And you step met the because you were supposed to already leave that like a while before even maybe things escalated. Show me the Knight of Cups, the Five of Swords, the Emperor, and the Strength. Yeah, tapping more into like your masculine energy. I feel like they're wanting you to tap more into your masculine energy, your confidence, even being like a little cocky, like being a little cocky. I feel like the Five of Swords is here. Like you're gonna probably still think of this at times. It may bring like a little bit of mental, like I don't want to say anguish, but conflict. I don't know if you've been playing like scenarios of like I should have did this or like dang, when I found out that they said that I should have, this is what I should have done. You can't live in the past. In the past regrets of like what should have, could have, would have. So just kind of keep moving on with light in your heart, with more emotional balance. But yeah, like be in your more of an emperor energy, more in like in your confidence. And yeah, like just try to keep letting go of this, especially the what ifs. Like I feel like that sometimes happens to a lot of us where we'll be like, damn, I should have fucking said this. Like, but you know what? The moment passed. Yeah, look, seeing is the thoughts. Thinking of different ways you could have handled or like different outcomes that could have happened. Yeah, look, it keeps saying like keep moving away from the past. If you want to look at the past and you want to like revisit it, just think of maybe like think the more positive things that happen. um you know, I always say with negative there's always positive somewhere around there. So even if it's slightly, like try to look at the positive things and not so much so the negative stuff that happened, because I feel like it almost feels like you're making so much progress but you find yourself going back, and you're not stepping back but just your energy. So I would definitely like try to let go of what could have and focus more on the good stuff. Yeah, the good stuff that happened. Anything else she needs to know? Like the King of Swords. I feel like there could be people, because at the bottom I had a few of the kings and queens. Yeah, there could be people that are still there that have a new perspective of you. So if that's something that also worried you, like are these people still seeing me that way? I don't feel like they are. I feel like they've gained their own kind of clarity, a lot of them. And there could be some people here that want to apologize. Yeah, I feel like that's there. Like I feel like spirit saying like it's almost like they forgot. So that's what I have for you, love. Yeah, I feel like people may want to apologize. You may run into some of these people at some point and they apologize. You know, life is a full circle. You just never know. You're welcome. Thank you. Well, I will see you guys later. I'm gonna go eat. I will be on later though. I will be on later. And thank you guys. Have a good rest of your day if I don't see you guys, and have a good